Be ba 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 boo ba 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 ba. We shall see. We shall see. We'll chill. See who joins in. That's all. Ah, howdy, howdy, ho, whoever you be. We shall see. Thanks for stopping in, whoever you are. Which it is Friday. People are working and busy. But it don't matter. Fresh arrivals. Oh, yes, and it is Friday the 13th. Big deal. Hey, yo, Dungeon Minister. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I was on mute there. I was talking to Zadarok. Her and the granddaughter are going to do some adventuring today in the outdoors. They got some errands and other stuff to do to get together. Some grandma granddaughter time. Glad you could join. Glad you can join. Hopefully things have been well with you and the family. Bo. Yeah, yeah, but that's I was just explaining to the dungeon minister. I'd had it on mute. I was saying goodbye to Granny Zadarok. Hopefully you're well as Bo. Hopefully you are well. Seeing your little tidbit that your 10-15 minute. I like you as usual. I like you. Thanks for stopping by again, once again. Yeah, I got some Harn stuff in the mail. Imagine that. Yeah, yeah, they let me go. So they let me go home sometimes. Well, when the job's over, they got no place for me. Soon enough, I'll be over the road again. I'm sure. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I got a handful of Harn stuff. I got 3 articles on 3 different Earthmaster sites, a tribal moot site, an island article, a bridge article, and an adventure, a pretty meaty one. And like I always do, I'm going to lightly go over and show you the art and whatnot. And, you know, blab in between. How much Harn stuff is there? A lot. I honestly couldn't tell you. I mean, here, check this out. The camera's going to go wonky. I mean, the stuff I just got, and then there's all of that. That's all Harn. So it's quite a bit. Oh, and then these two down here. And then this little stack here. So there's quite a bit. Actual count, no clue. No clue. I know there's well over 1 million words in print, considering, the setting. Plus, they keep putting out new articles, 3, 4 new articles quarterly, called Harn Quest, and they're new. Nothing, no real reprints. There might be a reprint or something here or there, but not that I can recall. It's usually all new material. So, and if you don't mind PDFs, believe it or not, Harn Quest is the way to go. Because if you get the Harn Quest, now you can get it PDF or in print and PDF, and I do the in print and PDF. It's a little more, but hey. But if you do the Harn Quest subscription, it's like $30 every quarter. You get 50% off all Harn PDFs. So, I mean, I don't know. It must be hard to count as it's designed to be integrated into one, the whole 3-ring binder design, as opposed to separate booklets. Well, one of the reasons they did and the 3-ring is it's very modular. So if you don't want, if you don't want the entirety of the Kingdom of Chibisa, you just want one little region, you just take it out and put it into your own folder. So if you're running your own game with your own rules in a different setting, but you like the little, this little fortification area that's only 4 pages, because they always end, even in the Kingdom books. There's no, it's modular. I don't know any other way to describe it. You can just slap things together if you wanted to create your own. And also keeping in mind there might be new articles in the future. It's easy to add to your binder. So, yeah, here's Patrol. It's a tribal moot site. It's a 6-page article. Again, the art, nice, good, nice, simple mapping. Get rid of that glare. DM map, or GM map, whatever. Player map. Again, I'll say it every time. I love the silhouettes. Still with a little splash of color. Patrel is the site of the annual gathering of the nomadic Hodori tribal nation, located on the woodland plain of Hordir, close to the Jebru River. Patrel features the largest natural spring in the area and provides excellent grazing for the tribesmen horses. The Hodori Moot is one of the largest horse markets on Harn, with hundreds of animals changing hands. Livestock are the primary measure of wealth among the Hodori. but some of their horses are traded to outside mercantilers and ostlers. Horse theft is a great sport when practiced between tribes, but the Hadori are not tolerant of outsiders caught stealing their mounts. It's kind of neat. A few enterprising members of the Mercantilers Guild have gained the trust of various Hadori chiefs and are allowed to accompany the tribes to the spring moot. One or two find sailing talbars up the Jebru to be a safe and quick way to bring in goods. Although some tribesmen frown on the presence of these outsiders, others enjoy the goods they have to offer. Patrel is considered a sanctuary where all are safe from attack, including non-Hadori. By tradition, the peace of the sanctuary is extended during the spring moot to include all land within a day's ride of Patrel. Outsiders who are not under the protection of a tribe usually time their arrival for after the moot has begun and leave before the horse clans disperse. Classic. Little mappage here. There's Patrel. There's the river. On an overall map, I don't know if it's focusing, but a little red dot. Again, I love the related products. So if you want, more, at least something loosely related to Patrol or associated, there it is. There to be. Anisha. 12-page article. Anisha is a site of Earthmaster origin located in the Felsha Mountains at the north end of Darina Lake. The site's environs are quite heavily forested, but the visible buildings seem well preserved. There are 4 main buildings and 6 smaller ones distributed along a ruined paved avenue. To the west of the ruins is the village of Harn. The Earthmasters were ancients thought to be the first on Harn, maybe even Lithia, the Kethra, the entire world. And they're a mystery. There's just sites left behind. So you can add some magical stuff, add some treasures, Nice little art. The ancients were the first to build here. The largest central structure is of their make, but has been modified several times. Surrounding buildings are mostly later additions, as is the pattern with other Earthmaster sites. The builders came around 20,000 BT, built a megalithic structure around a godstone, then departed quite suddenly after some 5,000 years. Yes, Dungeon Master. Yeah, that would be modular would be the way to go. Keep it fairly rules agnostic, rules neutral, whatever, however you want to say it, and and if you did write your own RPG rules, yeah, you'd have to. I would say again, keep those somewhat modular, somewhat easily adaptable. Because hey, Mr. Alco, Fritzy baby, how you doing today, bud? Uh, thanks for joining. Because even the rules for Harn, there's a lot you don't have to use. Like it's a skill based system, but you don't have to use the skills, the percentiles. They have rules for just using your attributes and just doing, attribute challenges or tests. So, yeah, well, I mean, you know, being a father is a full-time job, whether anyone wants to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying, brother? God bless you. You and mother are doing God's work, whether you're believers or not. I mean, good parents. So, you the magic system you don't have to use. You can use the Vancian just fine. Same with the clerical, their system for their clerical, the prayers. You could use the typical AD&D or OSC or Palladium Fantasy. You could use a point system, whatever. It's actually a really good, good game. Well written. Yeah, there's an Earth Master site. Again, even their black and white art is come on, focus. There we go. Even good. Here's a nice little map, color maps. As you can tell there, Fritz, it's Harn, baby, Harn. Some other maps. Just going over some stuff I got in the mail. Waiting on my miniatures. They should be arriving next week, maybe. Another map. More of from Atlas, Harnica H5. Related products. Love that stuff. Love that stuff. There's another Earth Master site. Geddon. Pages is this article? Ooh, 14 page article. Some art, some woods around stone. Yes, and Godstones, for curiosity, for they hey, Mages Musings. What's up, bud? Thanks for joining in. Harn stuff. Yes, that's right. There is never harm in sharing. uh yeah, the Godstones, they're written in way for if you want to as a GM, if you want to just incorporate something that isn't in the rules. You want to explain how, there aren't really any some of the more stereotypical tropes in other fantasy games, but you could through a godstone there are connections to different realities, different planes, different universes or whatever. So you can easily throw something and just kind of wave it away. Yeah, godstones. That's how these 300 halflings got here, and they started a community, and they've been here ever since. And now there's 700 of them. Whatever. You could easily do that. And then there's Ilvir, a god that just makes creations that are just different monsters. But the thing with that particular deity, all of the deity's creations are infertile; they're sterile. But it still doesn't matter. You could still, some kind of odd dragon or something that's not in the rules per se, not found in the books. Well, it was just a whim of Ilvitar, and there's 10 of them. I mean, they're gonna not be able to breed; they're gonna die off. But and if he likes them, he'll make more, or finds amusement, or whatever. These articles are all lore, zero rules, all lore. There are NPCs. This guy right here, he's an NPC concerning this article. This Timus of Bashwill. Nice little story. No stats. You stat them the way you want them. You could use this whatever rule set. Traveler, you like that rule set? Now you have a fantasy setting for travel. Yeah, lore and setting, I guess you could say. Yeah, you're right, Dungeon Minister. Yeah, lore and setting. Geddon is a site of Earthmaster origin in eastern Orbal. Situated in well-forested hills, it was used by the Jaren as an ancient burial ground and is sometimes referred to as the Lodge of a Thousand Souls. Few in their right minds approach Geddon at night, for it is widely believed to be home to more than just the dead. The mysterious first inhabitants of Harn, known as the Earthmasters, placed a godstone at Geddon and constructed a building to house it. They left no other structures, and, as with similar sites elsewhere on Harn, the ancients' purpose here is unknown. Geddon remained uninhabited for 14,000 years after the departure of the ancients. The Sindarin or Khazul elves or dwarves may have known of the site, but Geddon does not appear in the legends of either of the elder peoples. There we go. What does the squirrel love? The silhouettes. Okay, let's see. I'm not super familiar with Harn. Is that the one that aims for lots of detail, a simulation feel? I suppose it could be a simulation feel. I mean, the rules are, I won't say simulation-esque. I mean, you do have armor as damage reduction. You have opposed rolls in combat. You have hit locations, levels of damage. You don't have hit points. You don't have levels. You don't have character class. You just have skills. It's a skill based combat. Everything, spells, prayers, all skill. What the heck that guy's doing? Must be some kind of burial or go in peace, brother, or maybe he's trying to resurrect or speak with the dead or something. I don't know. A little sparrow there above a guy with an arrow in his eyeball. Lovely maps, of course. Got some adventure hooks. More Atlas Harnica map. Related products. Where it's at on the world map. Or Harn map, I should say. Harn's just an island on this world. This world's big. It's huge. Ginormo. Simulation is the way. Yeah, Bo, I think, I know you're not big on like the fantasy stuff, but you might enjoy it because the way combat's handled, at least the resolution charts remind you somewhat of the old Marvel phase rip. It's got the color code like the chart. It's Remen-esque. I don't know. Yes, the classic art with the fantasy stuff. Well said. We have Telumar. See what page article this is here. Okay, another 12 pager. Not bad. Another Earth Master site. Telmar is an Earth Master site located in the gap between the Sorkin and Anadel Mountains and is one of the most curious phenomena on Harn. The site contains one large building and four smaller ones from the Earthmaster era. These were damaged and partially covered by a landslide. A ruined Kuzan stone wall dating from Atenai Wars is nearby, and there are two buildings erected by Lepridus of Meldrin. Range of the Chindra Gargu Hayeka surrounds Telmar, as does that of the Bjork tribal nation. Wow, there's a lot of activity. Gargu Hayeka, that's a Gargan. That's a type of Harnic orc / goblin. The Bjork, that's just a human barbaric tribe. The Bjork hold their winter moot on the hills overlooking Telmar to the south. The site is infrequently visited by the Ruthaba and Moyum Gargun. Okay, some more activity. Goblinoid, ogre, well, orc or goblin, not ogre. As well as the occasional Paglian tribesmen. Wow. There's a lot of action on this one. All kinds of plot hooks, story hooks, adventure hooks. Excuse me. See, this is what a godstone looks like. And there's someone coming out of it. This is some kind of portal, some kind of... Pardon me, folks. Yeah, some kind of portal, some kind of... And again, you can, as a GM, that's one way to be like, how do I put the... Oh, Godstone. Or, like I said, that god, Ilvatar, Ilvanir, whatever, I can't quite remember. How this monster? It was just created on the whim of said deity. Map, products. Love it. Love it. So here we go. Here's a little bit more. Who were the Earthmasters? The term Earthmasters is used to describe the first inhabitants of Harn, as the real name of these beings is unknown. The Earthmasters seem to have arrived on Harn approximately 20,000 years ago. Their origin is unknown, and after establishing a global empire lasting about 5,000 years, they vanished as mysteriously as they had appeared. What are Godstones? Godstones are enigmatic artifacts found at all Earthmaster sites. They are monolithic blocks made of an impervious stone-like material that is otherwise unknown on Harn. The Godstones are teleportal gates used by the Earthmasters to travel between any two gates and even between worlds. See, told you. Yeah, I'll see you around, Fritz. Yeah, get to work on the house. Get in there before the snow really flies, brother. Feel of Excalibur, 1981. Greyhawk meets vampire. Excalibur, 1981. Yeah. Let's see here. We have After Zier's 8-page article. Islands. Oop, I love that little map right there. I love it, love it. I'll club you like a seal. Somebody got axed. Monoliths, the Alfazir Islands are desolate, windswept, rainy islands off the northwest coast of Harn. To Ilvar Ilvestrin, the first Divinian shipmaster to explore them. The rugged islands appeared uninhabited. He saw only wind-stunted trees carpets of bright yellow wildflowers, thick springy green turf, and endless rain. Nice. Used as a way station for seafaring traders and travelers. Of course, not fraught with its own dangers. No real need for any map here, I guess, according to them. Of course, it might be part of the was it Ivashu? Ivinia. Yes, Ivinia, or Kingdom article. Yeah, I'd like to be at Claricon. Yeah, I'd give running Harn a shot. I never have, but whatever. Still be fun. Still would be fun. And I think if you guys go to Columbia Games website, I think they have a starter guide for free PDF. I think. Don't be quoting, but I think they do. So if you guys are curious, and it's a little more simplified rule set, of course, it's just a basic starter. Give you a little whiff of the rules. Yeah, Harn the magic. See, that's the neat thing. They speak of magic in the lore and in the setting, but it doesn't seem to be a magic rich, setting world. Doesn't mean that it couldn't be that you as a GM couldn't like throw gobs of this and that everywhere, but magic, I wouldn't say it's weird. It does have it can have its dangers and drawbacks because you have your misfires, your critical failures, but it's all skill based too. So magic items and such seem to be fairly rare because they're not spoken of in any of the. Rarely have I seen anything spoken of in any of the all that Harn stuff I showed you earlier. There's a Gargun. Oop, looking at people walking down below. Where is it? There they go. Goose Bridge. Yes. Goose Bridge. Goose Bridge once carried traffic to and from Asadmir, which was the Dwarven kingdom. Still is. The kingdom of the Khazgul. Today, the collapsed bridge and the abandoned gatehouse on the west bank are familiar landmarks to the mercantiles who ply the Silver Way, which passes the ancient bridge eastern abutment about halfway between Nayrum Bridge and Zeren. Since the deliberate collapse of the bridge in 663 BT, its ruins have been little more than a curiosity. Travelers on the Silver Way look down into the gorge at the tumbled stones of the ancient bridge and wonder how much easier the route must have been when the bridge was there. More than one has dreamed of the opportunities and riches that would come to the man who could bring about its rebuilding. I'm sure there's a reason why it hasn't been able to be rebuilt. Nice map. Looks like it's a free map. Can't find the rules. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'll dig into it and come back to here afterwards for the comments, not this live stuff. And if I do find it, I'll put a link to it. All right. When this is over and I do some piddling around, look later this evening. Check back in. If I can find it, I will provide it, folks. Again, I could be wrong. Could be they might want $10, $5. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, 5-6 hour drive. Yeah, I'm not far. I'm used to driving that for all kinds of different work jobs. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm not scared to take a trip, meet people, and shake hands, break bread, maybe roll some dice. I'll make it an effort, on my end, you know, put a couple shekels aside, get a hotel, make it a day or two visit. You know what I mean? Come up in the evening, have some dinner or something, and then get up the next day and maybe go check out a local game shop, hang out for a few, and really throw down on some game action. That wouldn't bother me one bit. I got all kinds of points to spend anyways for my travel, so really wouldn't. On the Edge. This is an adventure. The Silver Way is an ancient trade route between the Kingdom of Kaldor and Azadmir Kingdom of the Khaz'dul and the Sorkin Mountains. It is a difficult but lucrative route, etc., etc. Required reading. Okay, the adventure takes place at Guth Bridge, an abandoned Khaz'dul outpost detailed in Guth Bridge. All right, sweet. I actually just picked that up because I didn't have it. So nice. Nice. So these suckers go together. So we have key characters. So you could use this, not need stats. Now, one thing they do, I've noticed with these Harn adventures, I have one more. They do provide already generated player characters. Little GM prep notes, background, murderers, and then here's some characters, and then more. These must be NPCs. Picture, all that. Any comments you want to write in, and then their actual stat blocks or whatever. And some more notes about these characters. These look like they're NPCs because usually, let's see here. Da, 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 da. Love the pictures. Love the art. Say it again. Harn man, what's up, buddy? Yeah, covering my Harn stuff. Imagine that. New arrivals. I got I'll let you know because you have maybe more of an idea of what I'm talking about. I got 3 Earthmaster sites: Anisha, Gedon, and Telemar. I have Patrol Tribal Moot site. I got the Alfrazir Islands. I got Guth Bridge and the Adventure on the Edge, and I'm just fiddling through on the Edge. Oh, and you lucked out. I bought a double. Harn, if you have it, let me know, and I'll shoot it off to someone else. But if you don't, it's yours, fellow Harn enthusiast. Here we go. Company of Adventures. Yes. That usually means player character. Different player. And then again, and what I've noticed, at least in the Field of Daisies adventure, each and every one of these possible player characters, they usually have a tie-in to one or more of the other pre-generated characters. So gives some more role-playing opportunities, some more. And man, there's quite a bit of these fellows. Yeah. A lot of them are dwarvish, of course, Silver Way. And it's up by the Goose Bridge. GM's detailed timeline, nice. Let me see what this guy has here. What is this? What is he? Mason? That is his name. What's their names? That might be what they. Because we got a lexicographer, low guard. Okay, that's kind of their. Kind of what they are, their profession, I guess you could say, because there are no real classes in this traditional sense. Runar Ild. Ild. Let's see, strength. Stamina. Not bad, not bad. Climb, yeah, not bad. Stealth, yeah. Communication. Awareness, wow. 94. Some gold and silver on. Good chunk of craft skills. Can use an axe, can use a dagger, use a round shield, use a spear. Pretty decent with them. Oh yeah. Very well armored too. Oh, he's got a little psionics. I know psionics is not fantasy. Well, he does. Oh, Runor. Yeah, it's very rare amongst the Khaz'dul. Runor has told no one about his ability. But even then, psionics are still skill based, so to speak. They're percentile. You develop them somewhat like a skill. And there's backlash for critical failures. But psionics are rare to begin with everyone. They're something that's basically left up to the DM's discretion. It's not even like, yeah, roll to see if you get it. It's like, yeah, that's up to the DM. Love the art. I'll keep saying it. Nice. Little map there. Yeah. Yeah, it is a nice map. You are right. You are right, Dungeon Minister. Yeah, and there's a good chunk of lore on the back. You're right. I do have that map. I carry it in the back of the back of my Harn rules, just for a reference, just for when I'm out and about, or just you know. Let's see here. I might have got a message about work. I doubt it. No. Excuse me. I've been doing some miniatures. Got these guys. These guys are almost done. I don't know if we can really see. I don't think it'll come into focus. Don't worry, I'll put them up on a short. Did some trees. You guys will see them on a short. Found some neat little dragons that fit the 15 millimeter scale. at I think it was Michael's Hobby Craft, whatever. They're in a bag and they're just the rubbery kind of plasticky. Got like 8 of them for like maybe $10 or something. So this guy painted and still kind of painting and I'm gonna finish basing them and I don't know, something neat. Fairly large size when it comes to scale. Yeah. Outside of that, that's about it. Hopefully everyone, like I said, has been doing well. Thanks for joining in. Yes, Perrin. Cat is in my left arm. Well, you don't have. Okay. Yes. Well, it will be en route, Harn man. That's a nifty little 8-page article just about the wilderness, an area of wilderness. Perrin is an extensive wilderness in northwest Harn. Primeval forests cloak this land of mysteries so densely that the ill prepared may be swallowed by the trackless wilderness. So yeah, I think you get a kick out of it. There's the map of it. Oh, where I mean, it's it's begging. I'm certain you will enjoy. My bad, I ordered a double. Oh well, at least I'm able to gift it to someone that will enjoy it. Love it. Yep, they can be small for 28 millimeters. Yep, they work very very well, and they were cheap. What the heck? They're cheap and they work really well. Yeah, glue them onto a penny. Now you have a base. You know, that's all I did. I just friggin' uh, put black primer to a penny. I mean, you might want to, if you're just going to use it just as black, put some sealer over it. I prime it and then put crap on it, put basing on it, put a little sealer around the edge, keep it. I mean, there's a little bit chipping off here on this one. I'll touch it, put a little sealer around the edge so it kind of pops as a base. I mean, these ones I didn't do. But usually I'll just take a little whip of black anyways on other bases that for some reason I didn't do. Like these guys, kind of see they kind of it shows them off a little better when they're on the table. I think. Yeah, they do stand okay on their own. But again, a dab of crazy glue and a penny. Of course, your coinage is a little shaped a little different than ours, so I don't know what you being a Canadian, you foreign folk. Like I joked on GM Alcove thing, I was talking about pennies. I says, yeah, they're dirt cheap. You get 100 of them for $1. Yeah, they are small. Yep, in the basic book. Yep. Yeah, they're usually I don't know, more realistic, so to speak, in size, stature. Dragons don't need to be the size of a house to be kick butt. They really don't. I mean, just imagine an angry reptile that could breathe fire the size of a horse, maybe a Clydesdale even coming at you. Yeah, you're dead. It doesn't need to be the size of a school bus. Did you guys? Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about June's coin currencies. Yes, like the icons of St. George and the Dragon. Yes, like I said, for a lack of a better term, more realistic. Absolutely, that's the way I like it, anyways. You know, but that's me, my taste. Yeah, Iron Man. Yeah, great place for barbarians, tribe adventures, or if you're one of the barbaric tribes to adventure, would be Perrin. There's Orbilis and Evinian whalers and sealers prowl the coasts in their longships, trading where they must, taking what they can. Beware too of the African warriors who, for more than a generation, have coveted what Perrin has to offer. hmm Animal collectors scour Perrin for bears, lynx, and rare Evashu, which are drugged, caged, and sent south to the arenas. Trappers tend long trap lines for mink and beaver pelts, and the musk glands of beavers and Perrin civets are in great demand by the perfumers of Karan and Shiran. Yeah, all kinds of adventure hooks, and you'll enjoy the there's encounter tables. I think you get a kick out of that. I mean, for all sections, the river valleys, the foothills, the broken lands, the western highlands, the northern coastal plain. Yepper. Yeah, Bo. Well, when you're doing, 15 millimeter, 10 millimeter scale pennies, they got weight. They're, I mean, like I said, you can get 100 of them for $1. Dirt cheap. Outside of that, anything larger, if I need them, I usually get some fender washers. Those are pretty cheap, metal, sturdy. Add some weight to keep the miniatures from tipping over. They're pretty nice. Yeah, food, groceries, necessities. This is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, yeah, coins are cheaper than miniature base. Yeah, those are luxury. That's fun items. But we're talking about like food and toiletries and like, come on, come on. We're slowly trying to get more and more away from. Yeah, fender washers. They're real thin and they're fairly cheap, and they come in a lot of different sizes. So you can do some of the bigger 28 millimeter scale miniatures that are bigger. You can get the little ones for your halflings. Because they're a little bigger than pennies, but yeah, the Zadrock and I are step by step trying to get away from. We don't have the land to grow or harvest any livestock, but we're yes, the breatharian phase. Yes, yes. Air sandwiches, delicious. Light, mm, turkey. Mm. But hey, on another note, I'm going to hop off. I thank everyone for joining me this day. I will, on my quest for at this point, there's no turning back. It will be the completion of the physical Harn library. Next step, probably get some more adventures. I'm not sure. I have to go through the catalog and see. And if I get a double here or there, oops, free stuff for people. Yeah, well, thanks, Arn, man. Yeah, we're in town. We just don't have the area but we got a lot of local farms, so we get everything we can possibly off of them in season, and we're going to start to can. So we're going to try and seasonally trim it down to where in the winter we only really want to go get toiletries, flour, sugar, salt, pepper, coffee. You know what I mean? Or the rest will be the majority of it will be already canned and stored for the winter. I mean, might not save a whole lot of money. That's not really, but save us some time and it's something to do. It's eating a little healthier, a little better. Why not? Yeah, no more soda, Bo. Oh, them little is it one of the cylinder ones? Solar ovens, the little those I've seen. If that's the type, I've seen that on some fellow on YouTube. He's some kind of he's a I guess you could call him a hobo, but he's a wanderer. He's got a couple goats or a couple sheep. I think a couple sheep. He's got a little cart, and he just walks around. Yeah, he walks around. It's a real self-sufficient little cart. He could bathe. It's got a little heater. He can keep himself warm. He's got that solar oven. It was a neat little show. Rice and vegetables. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna try and get to where chicken and potatoes in 20 minutes. There you go, buddy. Yeah, stuff like that. It don't hurt. As scary as it seems, it might seem that's going to be a real useful tool here in the next 20 years. But we'll adapt. Humans usually do. So far. Yeah, solar oven. Yeah, that would be neat. I only drink Coke with pizza once in a while. Yeah, I'm not a real soda. No, not really. I like tea. I like cider, milk, water. I have my occasional beer. But really, that's not as far as throughout the day. Your waters and this seasonal cider. It's apple cider season, so we got a nice little bit of that locally produced. Yep. But more power outages. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Arn. Yeah, we're just gonna way it looks. We're gonna have to figure out how to adapt to the modern to future difficulties. We definitely are. Mitch Hedberg, all the best. Yeah, rice is only 1,000 or something. I'm 1,000 grains. You watch me. Yeah, actually, Joe, speaking of pizza, I think we're going to have either pizza or subs tonight for dinner. The missus, she's been hammering away at the stove and the oven this past week. So she says, I don't want to make nothing. I says, I don't blame you. Making some really, we had homemade sauce, red sauce. It was more of a light red, but still homemade red sauce. Uh, Local raised veal. We had veal parm. Big gobs of the good. Mm, mm. Yep, the inverter. You always get the inverter when you get a generator. Always get an inverter with generator. That way your home products don't fry. Yeah, that's what I was. The thing is, this house we're in, we got natural gas. Really want to look into getting a natural gas generator for the house. So electric goes out, gas don't go out. Fire it up, baby. That would be nice. That would be real nice. Because yeah, we got a furnace. We don't have a fireplace or a wood burner. I wish we did. We have the chimney for it, but I like to put a little cast iron Bronco. But that's neither here nor there. That's way down the road. Dual fuel, gasoline, and not gas, and natural gas. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, power goes. Well, that's a tricky thing. You time it. Yeah, you can go fill up your gas cans or fuel cans in case the power goes out, and if not, you just dump it into the car. But yeah, now having power out for days, it is spooky. Especially you got to heat your home, keep your water, keep the pipes from bursting, freezing. That is spooky. We're blessed. We got 2 natural gas stoves, so we can kind of use those for a little bit of heat. And I got a small in home like a heater for the pipes downstairs, but we haven't ran into anything like that yet. Doesn't mean we won't. Yeah, the propane, yeah, that in home, it's just a little heater, just in case, keep the pipes. Well, yeah, Bo, but if your house is already piped for natural gas, they make those generators for natural gas. Propane, you got to go buy. If you got 4 foot of snow and the roads aren't cleared, and you use your last tank, and it's going to be 4 more days before you can get propane or gasoline. But there are advantages of that, especially if you have a couple tanks bought prior to the season, so they're still fresh and usable. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it's rough times. And furnace for 3 days. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, you got the solar, so you're getting set up. Pardon, mom. Yeah, getting set up. That's. I mean, you just got to be prepared, especially where you're at. You're in a bit of a more snow belt than where I'm at, Harn. So makes sense. Plus solar, if you can get it, it helps. I mean, obviously, even if it was just for buffering the bill for air conditioning, and you know, your 9 kids playing 8 Nintendos. You know what I mean? It's still not gonna hurt. It really isn't. It really isn't. I mean, we could do the solar here, but I don't know how it'd help out or not. Because again, I don't got no land to put it on where it's gonna get sun all the time. The house, neighbor's house is 15, 20 feet away, and the other neighbor's house is 12 foot away. And there's the street out front and the neighbor's yard, our little postage stamp of a yard, and then the neighbor's. So, it's kind of, yeah, it is what it is, though. We enjoy it, make the best of it, for sure. For sure. I think what else? Anything else neat? Got to do a show and tell. Nothing. I didn't really get anything out over the road. I didn't get a chance to really go check out any local shops where I was when I was out of town working. I do try to. I really do. This one I just couldn't quite pencil it in, so to speak. Put this, put it away. Windows 10 PCs less 5 watts. 1 or less than 10 run. That was a definite sanity maintainer, keeper, something like that. Simple like that. Okay, on the edge. And oh, by the way, on the edge is a 32-page adventure, 32-page module. I guess I'll put Goose Bridge with it. Of course, yeah, I will. For now. Now I gotta do. Yeah, all right, I'll put some adventures or modules or something. This has got to go with it. Then yeah. No, not really though. Yeah, it does. Start separating this stuff while we're kind of blabbing. And this is Harn Man stuff. Put that over there. I'll go get postage for it ASAP. ASAP. Come on down. Okay. Petro. I think Petro. I'll put that. I don't know where I'm going to put these ones. So, where is it? The Hidori Moot? Maybe I won't put it in the Barbarians under the Hidori peoples. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the one neat thing about. Yeah, I got river, road, route, trail, and way. Just all kinds of different. So, like the where the Earth Masters are, I'll probably put that in here. Maybe Lithium Misk. Probably put it in the sucker. You can do whatever you want here. Let's see here. This Barbarians is all red. Harn World Barbarians. We're looking for the Hidori. There's the Bjork. Yeah, it's all alphabetical. Chimak. Bozidya. Hidori. Here we go. Hidori. And I'll put it at the end of the Hidori. Look at how modular. Isn't that Spanish? Bada boom. Bada boom. Come on. Let's see ya. Bada whammo. Just put it right in there like so. Like so. And close these back up. And now we have it added to the Harn World Barbarians articles. They even have their own. Each tribe that does have shamans and have their own like prayers or divine invocation, whatever you want to call it, ritual. Boom, got a list of them. What they are, what they do, what they take, what they're called. You have all the relations listed with the other tribes and any other non-barbaric peoples in their region, in the region. This is an older one. It's all black and white, which is fine. I don't mind it. Don't mind it. Not one bit. Not one bit. The map below you show Rudo on the island of Geizim. Crazy place. I'd have to look that up, but I'll take your word for it. Because it is the Harn map. It's the big boy. It's the 6 foot by 4 foot Harn map. And there's the other part of the workshop. There's the cord to the camera. Cannon by my hand. Okay, it's got to be where are we talking about? Do this. Ah, right here. Yes. Yeah. What's a little mini islands maybe? Rideau, yeah, I've looked that up. Maybe see if there's an article on that sucker. I might get that. If there is, if I don't have it on hand, I'm going to get it. Like I said, the quest for Harn library completion. Yeah, should be all blue. Here it is. Yeah. Here are the islands. Look. Let's see. Oh, there's on this map. It's got to be on the actual Harn map. That's Hutig. Yeah, maybe I will put it with the image. Of course, it's on the way to Vinya. I don't know. Let's set that here for now. Look at that view. Master sites. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna hop off. It's great talking to you folks. Thanks for stopping in. Have a blessed Friday, the 13th. Ooh. Yeah. Robust blessings to everyone. Mental, spiritual, physical, financial, emotional, all of it. Please, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one.